Hello everybody, I'm Rick and this is my 2006 F-150. I want to install a pass-through between the truck cab and the cab top. I searched YouTube for how to do this and pretty much came up empty. Everything I do here is School of Hard Knocks. Never done it before, so I'm learning as I go. For anyone else thinking about installing a pass-through in their vehicle, this video might prove to be of value to you. This is the stuff I'm using for the pass-through. It comes in 10, 15, and 20-foot lengths. I went ahead and got the 20-foot length, but I could have got away with the 15. Just wanted to make sure.
Well, the window's design comes down here to a point, an angle actually, where this comes down and is rounded. What I'm thinking about doing about that is cutting a metal piece to fit in here, angled like that, and then I want to come through here and hole saw a curve or something to come in there. Once I get this to where I know it'll work, I can use it as a template to buy me another piece of steel and make a duplicate on the other side.
I got this headliner loose and I got that seatbelt cover off of there. And at first I thought it was going to be in my own way to try to access them nuts along the top of that window. But I learned that if you pull this thing down, you can get it down far enough to get your arm in there. You can access them nuts from the side.
I figured it would be easier to get the top corner out, but I may be wrong because it's a okay, cool. Okay, I guess I should have brought a screwdriver with me, shouldn't I? Come on, you can do it, you can do it. How this fits. Yep. Water will pour in there like a faucet. Seems like this will hold pretty good though. I've got to do something with those holes. I believe I've solved the problem with my holes. I've got the roof flashing. And I cut out these little rectangles and stuff to this. Then I double over about 1/4 of an inch of it. I don't know if you see that or not. And then I slip it up under here, not like that, around, over the hole. And then I use this stuff here, steel stick. So what this is, it's a putty. Like a clay, and inside of it, I don't know if you can see that or not, but inside of it they have the thing that sets it up, and as long as you keep it out of the air, it won't set up. But what you do is, I use the butter knife. You take and cut a little bit off of it, and then you mix it together with the stuff in the middle, and then smear it on. Then it sets up in a few minutes. And then it's supposed to set up real well within an hour. This is set all night, and as you can see, that's done. It's done a real good job. This black junk that was on there that sealed the window, I used lacquer thinner on it, and I mean that stuff just melts off with this lacquer thinner. You use up rags pretty fast with it and stuff, and once you use up a rag, you just throw it away because that rag ain't gonna be any good for anything else. It took a few days, but it came in. I went ahead and ordered 8 of them because these are really handy. You can't find these, you can't buy them like go down to a Home Depot or anything because they're not going to have them. I've already checked. But you can find them online, and they're called something here. I forget what they are, and I done wore off the place on the blade that says it. But scroll, they're a scroll blade. Okay, this is the finished product of that sheet metal that I cut out, and it is to go like this. My original plan didn't work. Problem being the difference between the height of this and the height of that. This will stretch, and it'll even stretch over here, but once I start coming around that corner, it just isn't going to work. And I'm fine down here. Seems like everything worked out real well coming up through here and stuff. But once I got to the top here, it was a washout. And so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to build a piece to come around here like that. I decided to build the piece that I needed to make for my cat top out of sheet metal. I decided to go with 14 gauge steel, and I ordered the steel out of a place called Metals Depot. They're out of Kentucky, and if you go to Metals, METALSDEPOT.com, it'll put you in touch with them. This is the design of what I decided to build. It's on a 5-foot by 1-foot sheet of sheet metal. Now the one here on the side, on the right hand side here, is different than this one. The reason being is that my initial measurements that I took brought me to this design here, and I was ready to go with it. But as a lesson to be learned, always double check yourself. I went back out and compared a few other measurements and stuff, and I wound up, this is the design I wound up using. I did it on the other side too, but just to show you the difference between what I was going to do and what I wound up doing is quite a big thing. This one here will work, this one here wouldn't work. This is my piece that I cut out. I went ahead and got a piece of angle iron too, and I'll explain that later why I did that. The reason I'm putting that angle iron across here is I don't want to have to attach it over top. There's not enough space in my cap top up top that I'd feel comfortable sticking a bolt through. So I need this rigid so that when I do bolt it on the side that it'll press good up against the cap. So it's going to work out just fine. And I went ahead and marked my holes in black marker here, over there. So now it's a matter of just drilling the holes. there it is. I think it'll work pretty good. Once I get the interior in the truck back, a lot of this will straighten up too. This headliner will actually help in holding that thing up. And as long as it don't leak water, I think we'll be all right.